Periscope.com the place to be to create a home buyers will find irresistible. So when you're going to prepare your home for the market, one of the first things you need to think about is creating a light and spacious, basically a welcoming feel for buyers. So whether you're going to welcome them with a light, airy place, or maybe your home requires a cozy and warm type of place, one of the first things you're going to need to do is bring in some lighting. And there's 3 different ways home sellers can bring in lighting. You can utilize natural lighting, you can actually paint your walls, or you can bring indoor lighting in like this. So you want to make sure that you have ample lighting in your rooms because buyers are buying your space. They're buying square footage, and the more light you have bouncing off the walls, the more spacious the room's gonna look. So we wanna maximize your square footage here, and we're gonna talk about these 3 things in detail. So when you're thinking about adding natural light into your home, one of the first things you wanna do is make sure to clean the windows on the inside and the outside. This way, there's no dirt blocking the light from entering your room. The next thing you wanna do is if you have curtains around your windows, you want to make sure that they're open. You also want to make sure that you don't have fabrics that are heavy or dark, because that's also going to eat up the light that's trying to come in through the window. Another good tip is to strategically place a mirror in your room that's going to bounce the natural light into the mirror and then back out to the rest of the room. Imagine if this mirror wasn't here, how dark this corner would be. So this is a great corner too that I wanted to talk about because it has the 2 contrasting paint colors. This is a dark blue. This is what you should not have throughout your house if you're trying to create that light and airy feel. This, on the other hand, you should. It's neutral, it's light, it's bright, it's reflecting the light back off of the wall and the paint. You can see this. This is eating all the light, and this is reflecting it back off. Okay? And so that's why a lot of home stagers say don't use dark colors, because it makes your space feel smaller. It definitely makes it feel a little bit more cozier, but it makes it feel smaller, and we want to maximize the space because what are buyers doing again? They're buying your square footage. So as I mentioned before, another thing you want to do if you don't have any natural light coming in, or let's say you have really dark walls and you can't paint your, the walls of the room, you want to bring in indoor lighting. And there's a number of different ways you can do this. You can actually add table lamps like this, although you will need a table to add the lamp to, or you could utilize floor lamps. Just make sure that they are up to date and they're to scale with the rest of the furniture in your room. Another thing you might want to think about is adding some type of ceiling fixture if you don't already have one. And if you're going to add a ceiling fixture, see if adding a fan ceiling fixture is more appropriate than just a flush mounted light, or even a chandelier. So there's a number of different options you can choose with ceiling fixtures. And if that's not enough lighting, what you can do, and what we just did in our home when we were fixing it after Sandy, is we added hi-hats in this room, and it really adds so much more lighting in strategic places. So if your budget can afford it, I would recommend definitely adding hi-hats. So another thing you can do is add spotlights or uplights. And spotlights, they're a bit tricky. You're probably going to need an electrician because they get mounted to the ceiling as well. But they will make, let's say, a piece of art or your mantle or something that you want to shine stand out. If you just direct the light to where you want it to go, it will put, for no pun intended, a spotlight on it. Uplights you can easily plug in anywhere, and all you have to do is put them in your corner. I would definitely try and hide them with a piece of furniture or even a tree in your corner, and it instantly adds lighting. So remember, use the natural lighting coming into the room. Make sure that your walls are light and bright in paint color, and strategically place indoor lighting throughout your rooms. Just one other tip though I want to remind you of, because sellers are constantly forgetting to change their light bulbs. So make sure to go around your house and change any light bulbs that have blown out. And for more home staging tips to get you one step closer to the closing table, visit us at www.torytoth.com.